Hello, everybody. It's Cheyenne and Miguel here. And Miguel's only going to be in this video for a short little while because he wanted to show off his new red hair that we did last night. And yeah, I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial today. Just my eyes, and I'm going to use a couple different palettes between Jeffree Star's Beauty Killer and Androgyny, and then the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So I'm probably going to use a little bit of shades from all of them, probably, I don't know. I guess we will see what I come up with. So let's just get right into it. First, I am going to use the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. And I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is Eden. It's just a nice little pinkish color because I think that it complements some of the other colors that I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to take this brush, which is a tapered blending brush that I got from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to work that in my crease. I'm sorry if you hear any noises in the background. Miguel's watching some YouTube and we do have dogs. So, but just work on building it up and blending it until you feel that it's at the point where you want it to be. I tend to take a lot of time blending and adding more shadows just to make sure that it's right. I feel like eyes are a lot of what I spend time on all the time. Because I've been often told that they're what a lot of the attention is drawn to, which I firmly believe in. Hello, I'm back. I just added a little bit more on this eye and was blending a little bit more. You can add as much as you want and build it as much as you want to the intensity that you want. That is completely up to you, but right now it is completely where I want it to be. So I am going to go work on this eye now with the same color and the same brush, and I will be right back. And I am back. I just sat here and did the same on this eye that I did on this eye. I spent a little more time blending on this eye because I kind of messed up a little bit, but that's okay. Just try to work with it as best as you can and blend until you're satisfied with how it looks. And then you can continue to move on. After that, I think I am going to go into the Androgyny palette, and I am going to use Safe Word right here. And I am going to put that in my crease as well, just to tone down the pink just a little tiny bit. And yeah, so I'm going to use the same blending brush that I did, and I am just going to dip into this a little bit, kick off some of the excess, and go straight in. I tend to add a couple different transition shades just because I feel like it helps a lot with the other shadows that I put in the crease and blend and stuff. And yeah, so I think this is what I'm going to be doing, and I will be back when I'm working on the other eye. Um, Hello. Okay, so adding safe word just added a little bit more definition in my crease right there. So I'm going to do the same to this eye, and yeah, I will be right back again. Yeah. And I am back. I just took Safe Word from Jeffree Star's Androgyny palette. Obviously, I can't talk. I'm so sorry about that. But, and I just threw that in my crease too, just to add a little bit more definition. And now I'm going to take this smaller tapered blending brush, and in comparison to the one that I was using, it is a lot smaller. And I am going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to throw that in my crease too. Just a little bit, just to put some more definition in. And then we're going to go in and we're going to play with some colors. And I don't know if you can tell, but I added just that little bit of definition in there, just that darker shade. And you can keep adding more until you're satisfied. Makeup is all about building and blending and building and blending. You can, do it as lightly as you want. You can add any colors you want. It is all you. I'm just going to add a little bit more to the outer corner and right in my crease. The way my eyes are anyway, the shadow falls and it looks like there's already some definition in it. So I don't need to add too much, but I do like adding that little bit more. And then I'm going to go back in with the larger blending brush, and I'm just going to run it through and blend all the colors together. I do kind of wing out my eyeliners, or not eyeliner, my shadow just a little bit, just to give it that winged eyeliner look, because I found that I really like it on my eye shape, and just I really like how it looks. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did to this eye on this eye again, and I will be right back. Once your makeup looks like this or something similar to this, you can continue doing what you're doing, or you can stop like I'm doing. And now, because I'm going to be using some different colors like the greens and blues and stuff in this palette, I'm going to put some translucent powder underneath my eye to catch any of the fallout. And for that, I'm going to use the Airspun translucent powder. I don't know if you can read that, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using. And to put the translucent powder underneath my eye, I'm going to be using this brush by Real Techniques. Let's see. You can't see it because it's too shiny. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna take a little bit and place it underneath my eye. And I'm also going to kind of use it to clean up the edge right there and make it a little more sharp. And I'm going to do the same on this eye. I'm never really good at lining up either sides, but that is okay because it doesn't have to be perfect. And now I am going to take this flat brush right here, also by BH Cosmetics. I have a little set of eye essentials, like a smoky eye essential thing that I absolutely love and completely recommend. And I am going to take the Military Shade by Jeffree Star, and I'm going to lay that on my lid. You have to be really careful with colors like this because sometimes they can look a little patchy or just not as good. So you have to work with them and layer them and blend them and all of that. So I'm gonna put it right here and I'm gonna pat. I feel like it works a lot better when I pat it instead of rubbing it because it's sticking the pigment on. And I think I'm going to move that almost all the way in. So, and I think I'm going to stop it about right there and leave that spot open for maybe a shimmery shade. But I'm just going to layer it up a little bit more. And like that. And then I'm going to do the same to this eye and I will be right back. And this is where we're at right now. I think I am going to move to the Beauty Killer palette and use this shade right here, which is Expensive, which is like a shimmery bluish green shade. And I think I'm going to put that in the bare spot left on my lid. And then we will work on the lower lash line. So I am going to take the same brush that I was using and I am going to dip in to it. And then I am going to take my Morphe setting spray and just hit it with a little bit. I do this to almost all shimmer shades just because I feel like it makes it stick and pop a little bit more. Just a little tip, though you guys probably all already knew that. So, oops. And now I am going to take a smaller brush just to be a little more precise. And I'm going to take it and just go right over all of it. and kind of blend the two lines together. And now I'm just going to take my pinky finger just to make it a little more intense. Yes, there we go. So you see, I got a little bit on my nose. That is okay. Just take a powder brush and try to fix it as much as you can. You could also take just a little bit of translucent powder and try to fix it as much as you can. Because mistakes are always made. I will be right back. Okay, and I am back, and I did both eyes, and just fixed it up a little bit. Now we're gonna wipe off the translucent powder and all of the fallout that it helped us catch. And then we're gonna work on the lower lash line, and that will be the simple part. It's just going to be pretty much the same pinkish color that we used from the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Eden, that pretty pink shade right there. So we're just going to pick that up with this Real Techniques brush too, and run it underneath our lash line and connect it out here. You can build this shade up as much as you want to, but it just ties in the whole look. And then we're going to do the same to the other eye. And now we're going to take the small brush that we used for the blue, and it's cleaned off a little bit. And we're going to go back into Killer by Jeffree Star, the China White shade. And we're just going to dip into that a little bit and pop it in our inner corner. I love popping whitish shades into the inner corner, especially when you have more of a colorful look. But we're going to be adding some highlighter in there too, so it's not as matte as it is. And then we're just gonna do it underneath our brow bone too. Well, on our brow bone. Just to clean it up a little bit. now we're done with the eye look, well, besides mascara and stuff. But first, we're gonna do some highlighting, and I am gonna go in with a bit of the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, and I'm gonna use a mixture of Strobe and Stunner, these two shades, and then we're probably gonna top it off with some Jeffree Star highlighter. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use though, but it'll probably be ice cold. And we're just going to get the high points of our cheeks. Highlighting is one of my favorite parts of doing makeup. I think that it just, I don't know, it like feeds something in me. And sometimes I do go a little overboard, but who doesn't like a really nice glow? You can go natural or you can do, you know, whatever it is you want to do. That's completely up to you. And some people carry it up here to give you a really nice glow. And then gotta highlight that Cupid's bow. And the nose. Some people don't like highlighting their nose, but I do. Chin. I always highlight my chin. And yeah. After this, you just use a little bit of setting spray. Or a lot of setting spray. And fan yourself a little bit. Just so it melts all into the skin. And after that, you pretty much just have to finish off with mascara, which I use the Lash Paradise mascara because it's one of my favorites. And I am going to use the Wet n Wild Nudist Peach. And yeah, so I will be right back once it's all finished. And here I am back with everything, the mascara, my lips done, everything is done. And I am so sorry that this video is so long. This is the first makeup tutorial that I have ever made, and I know that it probably was confusing and wasn't very helpful, but I tried my best, and I hope that you all enjoyed. You know, like and subscribe. We're coming out with new videos all the time, or trying to, so we would really appreciate it. And I hope this helped somebody. I know it's kind of a weird look, but it's really fun. So yeah, I hope you all have a good day. I hope, you know, everything goes well and you achieve what you want to achieve. Bye.